Whoa! Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Nice. Well, hello there. Long time no see. Welcome back. I'm just making it up the climb of last year's Everesting. And I'm taking you along for a little ride today. 100k loop with perhaps some hill reps thrown in there in a few places if time allows. But I'm mainly taking you along because I want to show you this descent. Woo. I mean, who needs brakes anyway, am I right? That is actually the descent of one of the 2 Everestings I did after the last one you saw me doing. Fun, innit? The loop I'm doing today is pretty much a classic. Done it countless times, especially early on in my cycling journey. It's reasonably flat, only some minor climbs in there. And yeah, it's about 100k, so that's not too tough. I've actually also done it virtually a few times, and some of you may have done it with me. The reason this course is relatively easy is that it passes by a lot of climbs and does some other hard climbs as descents. So now I'm obviously out there to check out if you can Everest those, because I've done almost everything I can Everest on close to where I live. So call this talent scouting. Here we go. I'm a bit over an hour in now. Nearly 1/3 of the planned distance is done, and I'm out of that hilly area where I live into some flatter terrain, which is just brilliant for putting your head down and just doing consistent power. Amazing quiet roads. This is absolutely lovely for training here. Something quite rare where I live. It's been ages since I've been here. Much too long, in fact. Time we corrected that. This is awesome. Going up one of the climbs I'm considering right now. Well, I'm gonna ride up it, but this doesn't look likely quite a technical descent. And as far as I can tell, this isn't particularly steep. Well, maybe the gradient is even okay. Could be a bit steeper, but that's alright. But it is technical, and daylight will be an issue. This is in the middle of the forest, and there are no street lights. So, yeah, May to July perhaps. Only if I get bored. Right, now here's what you actually came for. Let's have a look at my crash. This is my first time down this descent. Take a look at my line choice and how much speed I'm scrubbing off. Take a look at the shape of that turn and have a good look at the road surface, especially here in the apex. This now is run number 2. I'm coming in a good bit faster and I'm not starting to brake until about here. If I still want to make the turn at this point, I gotta scrub off a good bit more speed, lean hard into the turn and hit the apex as tight as I possibly can. But in the apex there's dirt and debris on the road. If I go in that hard, the only thing I'm gonna hit is the ground. So I have to go wider, just that at this point I'm way too fast to then still make the turn. By now I know I'm not gonna make the turn and I'm gonna crash. I avoided crashing in the apex, so next order of business is not hitting that road sign. The adrenaline rush actually gives me some time to make decisions at this point. I'm hitting the rear brake really hard and steering my front wheel right into this embankment. And that's where I land. I get up off the ground, dust myself off, get back on my bike and actually walk away from this completely unscathed, thanks to a little bit of skill and a huge bit of sheer dumb luck. As you could see, that climb, especially that descent, wasn't ideal for an Everesting. So, I don't know, I still might do it, but the search definitely continues. Now you may justifiably think that was quite reckless what I did there. And well, granted it was. Although it was reasonably controlled. As you could see, I could have gone way worse. The thing is, you spend half the distance of an Everesting going downhill. Then you gotta be able to do that descent in whatever conditions you have on a day. Some 12, 14, 16 hours into the ride with the physical and mental fatigue you're carrying. So I did push that descent to the absolute limits. I did obviously push it beyond the limits, but that was the point. It's much better crashing today than crashing on a ride that I maybe trained months for doing. There was a lot of rambling. Meanwhile, taking those views. This is going to be one gorgeous sunset. Currently on a little small deviation to check another potential Everesting climb. The only thing I remember is it's gone downhill there. I haven't been there in ages, so no clue what I'm getting myself into. Pretty much rotten blind. I mean, probably not, huh? I'm not even gonna try going down here. Fun climb, just not for Everesting. Now I'll let you be the judge of this, but Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I think it is. Well, the sun has set. I'm nearly 100k in. Maybe another 10 to go. Didn't find what I was looking for, but I pretty much rolled 2 climbs out, which is a start. A short but eventful ride today. Good fun. Okay, made it up the final noteworthy climb on this route, almost home. All in all, this was quite lovely. If nothing else, it was a good training ride. Season is not yet over, so I can still use those. Yes, almost home. Lights are on now. The moon's out. It's a gorgeous, mild evening. I didn't get injured earlier. I'd call this a pretty perfect ride. On to new pastures, huh? Peace out.